Today, Precarious plays
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
I want you to call Judge Master Sid, now! He knows who I am. He can identify me.
Does he? He was kind of drunk the last time he saw you, bud.
He still probably knows. This is the boy. Yeah. I've seen him before. He was with Azil Bearbeer. Is he the one? Cannot say for sure. Didn't ask his name. Right, bring him and his friends in for questioning. Wait, the others have nothing to do with this. But they do. They aided a wanted fugitive. That's not fair.
Well...
I'm the law. I was hoping he was going to say, I'm the law. It's the law. You can choose to cooperate or not. Their fate is in your hands.
Oh.
You can explain everything at your leisure, in prison.
Oh. His little head duck is so emotive. He's just such a
Wiener.
dummy. All the time. He's like, oh, I stuck my finger in the trap.
Bobbus. And this is the teddy bear.
There's no mistake. This is the one.
I see.
So the teddy bear knows
Oh,
you?
look at that. There's a bust of Mute, and there's a bust of Mute's mom on the other side.
Oh my god, that's kind of cool.
I didn't
Never
notice
noticed
it
that?
before, yeah. Now, let the others go. Mute only wants me, right?
That's Prince Mute to you, you commoner scum. His teddy bear does not think highly of you, man.
They usually don't. I think that they're very territorial creatures, teddy bears. The one we want is the one destroying the crystals. Is that you? I've destroyed 3 of the crystals, yes. And I defeated Famfrit, Ultima, and Adramalesh. He appears to speak the truth. Only a few at the palace know the names of the Totema. And no one at Precarious plays does. Especially the dragon one. My clan was just helping me so I could get back to the real world, my home. The real world?
Ah, yes. He was babbling something about Iblis.
I think that they're alluding to this particular Moogle being Mute's teddy bear, because if you notice, the nose and the ear are like suspiciously well defined, almost like they're stitched on.
Yeah,
Which I think is pretty cute.
it is cute. And his little rosy cheeks are really rosy. He claims Iblis is really some countryside town. Furthermore, he says this world is just an illusion. And all who live here, mere dreams.
It's true. I wasn't the only one living in the real Iblis. Mute was there, and so was his dad. You! I know who my son is, dumbass. Whap-hap.
You mean I got with the queen?
No, I think he's still his dad here.
Oh, okay.
It's a little fucked up that the queen and the queen is the queen,
And then the king is
her
the
husband, who is
judge.
not the king but might have a king-esque position, is also the judge master. It feels a little. I can't remember the word, but what's the word where you like keep your family in the positions of power?
Nepotism?
Yes, but in a different tense, like nepotic. Like,
Nepotic damage.
well, okay, you have despotism,
Right.
and then you can be a despot. So,
oh.
or despotic. Something can be despotic. So I guess it would be nepotic.
Is
Whatever.
that real? Does that track? I won't be able to check that because I need to know.
It does not seem like a tense that would come up very often. Whatever.
I warned you before, commoner. Mind your manners.
Destroying the crystals will destroy Iblis. Yet you say this will bring back the real world? I ask you, is there no other way for you to go home? I do not know.
You didn't check, is what you mean.
Then you will have to abandon this mission of yours. The balance of our world depends on the crystals. You cannot be allowed to destroy them. You cannot be allowed to destroy our world.
But I want to.
I'm gonna do it anyway. You will have to accept where and who you are now. In time, you will forget of this other world. You will forget this other world you speak of. Sorry. Forget. I hear your clan is doing quite well of late. Power, friends, rank, wealth. This world offers all these things and more. What else could you possibly desire?
Like your friends are even here.
Some abstract concept of truth?
Well,
Prick.
that gets really freaking hairy, so I mean, I get it, but come on.
Think also of Mute, and the pain you are causing him. If your heart is good, your path should be clear. Mute. Wrong. This world might make him happy now, but it's just an illusion, a dream. Mute needs to go back and live his real life, not this. If he just stays here... Oh. New Kid's nagging is tearing the dimensions again. Asim, here?
You called it somehow. You summoned it here.
Me? Summon Asim?
Can I go through it? Oh my gosh. In the words of BMO, the sky is blue, but that's just the sun farting through the vomit of our atmosphere.
The sky is black.
The sky is black.
The totema is weak. All its power goes to the crystal. A weakened totema cannot defend its crystal. They look like trees. They're the totema? This reminds me of Ultima. I bet if I just crush all of these fruits...
If I just break 10 more things.
Destroy the fruits to destroy the crystal, is that it? You're alone now. None of your friends can help you. You would fight even with the odds stacked against you? Are you so sure of your abilities? Not at all. I'm always nervous, but I can't afford to let that stop me. I love this world. There's magic, and the clan is fun. Sometimes I'm not sure I really want to go home. But I am sure that this place isn't real. It's a game. It's just a dream, an escape from the real world. But you can't just avoid problems forever. I have to go back. I have to destroy the crystals.
And I suppose you think we're just going to stand here?
I want to take just a few moments to point out what should feel like it feels pretty hypocritical that one of the most famed game developers in the world, that they purposefully make games that you lose yourself in, just either participating in a story or just grinding.
Yeah.
For some of them, just grinding for hours on end. They're like, let's make a story about how you shouldn't hide from your problems in your boring life in a video game.
Uh-huh.
In a non-real scenario.
Please do not take any rest from your problems in these wonderful entertainments that we have spent hours and hundreds of hours creating for you.
And I just want to point out how stupid that is, because I feel like they very purposefully, they established Final Fantasy as something that exists in Ivalice because Ritz talks about it at the start of the game.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the same thing.
Yes.
This is not augmented reality. This is not virtual reality. This is a new actual reality that he could successfully live in, presumably until he died, and then I think it would keep going maybe even after Mute died.
Yeah, well, and the thing is that if they hadn't mentioned Final Fantasy the game in there, maybe this could be an illusion. We don't know how realistic this is, you know. Maybe it could be maybe it could be rendered at the quality that we're seeing it here. You know? And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure that this is a game and I want to go home because the pixels are just, and soup doesn't taste anymore. It's weird. I want to go home. That's reasonable, but they put the game in the game as part of the universe. So now, like, you know that they're in a parallel dimension because they put the game in there.
What do you mean? Because
she brings up Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
As a game within Ivalice, like regular town Ivalice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Saint Ivalice.
Saint Ivalice. You have to believe that this experience that we are seeing, that he is living through, to the perspective of New Kid, is as real as the other Ivalice. We have to assume that because because there are video games and there is a noticeable difference between video games and reality.
So you're saying that because they included the game and New Kid didn't comment on like the visual similarities
Of this place,
right?
Then it's clear that this place is as good as real, even from his perspective.
Okay, yeah. So
it's not like suddenly it's not like suddenly appearing in a Minecraft realm and going like, I guess I could stay here, but everything's kind of block shaped, and I'm pretty sure this is not real.
Everything's so janky, and why do I move so awkwardly?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's so solid and geometric. I had never ever once considered that
that maybe
it looks like this from New Kid's perspective. Like, he looks down at his hand and it's only like 4 pixels
and he's
across.
like, I want fingers again. No, but they kind of ruled that out by putting Final Fantasy in this game. I think we've sat here for...
I'm pretty sure that just the inclusion of the larger than normal portraits also take care of that.
Yeah.
Because there are 2 levels, at least, of what everyone looks like.
Yeah.
You know?
So he doesn't even have that excuse, dang it. And Final Fantasy, the makers of this game, like, left them their out. Like, they left their out of it. I'm not saying that very well. Anyways, and I suppose you think we're just going to stand here? Looks like it.
Oh, straight away.
Oh, shite butts. Hang on. Can we get into this? Can we get into this later?
Judge Master, no, Sid. You're Mute's dad. Don't you remember the real world? I met you that day in town. You were apologizing, and I think it made Mute sad to see you. How can I remember a place where I've never been? I'm Judge Master Sid, the most powerful judge in... How could you forget? Did Mute do this? Or is it your dream too? Oh. Oh no! I'm a ninja with blue magic.
Are we not supposed to be here right now?
I didn't remember that it launches you straight into this scenario. It's fine. I'll muddle through, but I should probably do some hard thinking about whether it would be smarter to go after Bobus or if I should just attack the fruit.